Greetings, adventurers! I am Dungeon Master Chris, and in this video we'll be going over the campaign builder within the Oracle RPG playtest. You can go to oraclerpg.com and create an account. It's free. Try it out. Give us some feedback in our Discord server. Let's jump into the campaign builder right here. If you go to the home screen, you'll find it right here, third one down. You'll see I have nothing created so far, so let's go ahead and create. Campaign 1, generic, but let's just go ahead and have it named that. I'm thinking about like what environment I want it to be in, what graphic I want to use. I think what I'll probably do is use this graphic right here. That's pretty cool. I can make campaign notes and stuff right here if I want to. And then it says, how would you like to create your campaign? So I can click Let Me Choose or Generate for Me. So I want to go with the Let Me Choose option, and it's going to say select a place to start. I can start with a story, a location, a character, a monster, or an item. All 5 of these are what we're referring to as components. So each of these is a different component type. So let's say that I want to start with a character. I have a character in mind that I want to create, or let's say I had one in my creations already, or I could find one from the community. Community is not available yet. It'll be available upon the full release of this, not during the beta test. But I'm just showing you that you've got a lot of different options on where the source is of your character. So let's just go to the character generator. I want to start with a townsfolk and travelers type of person. And I'll go ahead and click to choose. And I want to pick, let's go with a human. And I want them to be Regalborn. I want their role. Let's pick random for this. A provider. Oh, what provider of what? Okay, Fisher. Interesting. This is sort of now informing me about like what kind of maybe village that they live in. Maybe it's a fishing village that's located along a river. It's kind of applicable to the graphic I picked earlier. This is not staged, so sort of playing out just the way that it wants to. Personality, I want this to maybe be a protagonistic type of person. So I'm going to go with friendly. More specifically, they're trustworthy. Their motivation, I'm going to go with, why not love? That sounds good. We'll go with love. Love of what? Personal. Okay. Interesting. Love of themselves? Well, do I want to maybe pick something else? How about friends? Love of their friends. So maybe there's some connection that they have, and we want to build a story around that. What's their flaw? I'm just going to pick randomly solemn. Okay. And then dignified. And how about intrigue? Former leader. Oh, former cultural leader. I like this. Okay, cool. So who's this going to be? Maybe this is some sort of an old wise woman or wise man that's part of a fishing village or something like that. That could be very cool. I like it. I like it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and create that character. Now that I've created the character, I've got this screen with my campaign builder. I've got the left side, which is my organizer, where I can actually arrange all of my components. And then I've got the right side, which is actually all my components. So right here, I've got my stories, of which I have none yet, locations, characters, which is have the one character, monsters, and items. So I've got this one character, and now on the left-hand side, I've got these things. I've got plus sign above and plus sign below. So I can create content above and below in here, or I can create content inside of here, and I can just drag it over. So let's go ahead and try that first. So let's go with an item, an important item that this character may have on them. So I'm going to go to the item generator, and I'm going to go with some sort of piece of jewelry. So I like the idea of jewelry. I'll just make it a random piece of jewelry and see what it comes up with if I like that. An anklet, that's interesting. Not really what I was looking for though. So let's go back and see what else we can find. Maybe let's try jewelry again, see what it comes with. Tiara. Okay, that's kind of cool. So let's take the tiara and let's actually drag it over, and we'll put it in here, and we'll put it onto that character right there. So now the character is in possession of that tiara. Very cool. Now, what does the tiara do? We can go right into here and click on more, and it'll tell us everything we need to know about what it does. It has a stamina surge as its primary effect. The secondary effect is it's water resistant. That's cool. Origin is Abyssal Forge. Ooh. Rot in the Dark Forges. That's cool. And then Intrigue, Guardian's Watch. Warms slightly when the wearer is in danger. Huh, okay. Then I can add notes and stuff to it as well, or delete it if I want to. I like it. I'll leave it there. So this tiara is worn by this character. Now, if I want to, I can actually name all these things, but I'm just not going to for time's sake. But now I've got this character and this item. Well, where are they? Maybe we should put them somewhere. So let's go to our locations. We'll go to location generator. We have anywhere like as small as a point of interest all the way up as large as a realm. So let's start with a point of interest first. And I'm going to go with the point of interest is Magic Shop, Tavern, Inn, Blacksmith Shop, Library, Workshop, Temple, Armory, Marketplace. I'm going to go with they're currently inside the general store. And I'm going to make the rest of it somewhat random. So the rest of the details about this I can pick and choose, or I can go random. Actually, I'm going to pick the intrigue on here. Odd security measures, that's cool. Hidden cultural signifiers, interesting. Looming debt, that sounds like an interesting one there. And penny pinching shortcuts, interesting. So we've got general store now, and we go ahead and we've got that. And if we go into, so I found a little bit of a bug there. Awesome to show on video, but now the location is there. I'm going to drag that into our organizer on this side, and I'm going to put the character into that location. So now you've got the location is a general store, the character is inside of there, and they have this item on them. Now let's also create a settlement for this general store to exist within. So let's see what it generates for us. So a capital, okay. So capital, we can drag that in, and now we can put that general store into the capital. And then we can also create a realm that this all exists in. And earlier I said that I wanted it to be, let's see, aquatic. So aquatic, more specifically, let's see. Oh no, that's underwater, excuse me. Not that kind of aquatic. I want, let's see, coastal and let's see, tropical lagoon, rocky cliffs. Let's see, I must, underground, aquatic, desert, swamp, hills, plains, coastal, forest. For some reason I thought that there was an option in here for lakes and rivers, but apparently not. And that's fine, we'll just add them, no big deal. So in this case, we'll go ahead and say instead we'll be in the forest. So, and I'll just say we've got access to rivers and that kind of stuff close by. And so I'm going to say ancient growth. And then for the rest of this stuff, I can go ahead and this is at the realm level. You know, what are the people like? What is the history of the place? What's the general governance of the place? And what is the internal conflict? So I can create all that, save it, and now that location is our realm within the forest. So that can be dragged into here as well, and then I can drag the entire thing, the settlement, into the forest realm, and the general store is inside the settlement, the character is inside the general store, and the item is on the character. So there you go. You've got everything you need there. If I need to know any more information, I can click into this and get the overlay about every single piece of the adventure. And if I want to, I can create a story as well. So what is actually happening? Let's go with a political intrigue story. Why not? And now we've got this political intrigue story. Let's take a look at it. A priest will poison a rival to forge a new alliance, but they will they are betrayed by their ally. So there you go. If you want to dive into each aspect of this, the priest is a paladin. The poison will bring death. The rival is in the military, etc., etc. So now that I have that story, I can go ahead and add that story to the realm, to the settlement, to the location, to the character, or even to the item. So maybe the item is somehow linked to this story if I want that. In this case, I'm going to link this to the settlement. So now I've got this little icon here that shows I've got a story attached to this location. Very, very cool. So if I ever need to refer to that, I know that it's there. Now let's say that I want to attach that story to the settlement and another character. I could create this character over here. In this case, I'm going to say a random nobles and clergy. And I'm going to take that advisor now and put them also into the settlement. And I'm going to attach this story to them as well. So now they have that story attached to them as well. So if I click into here and go to more, I can view that story as well. And you can name these stories, and every component you can name if you want to. So just FYI. So there you go. There's your campaign builder, how to organize your thoughts and build out your campaign. You'll be able to access all of the information in here. If for some reason you want to remove anything from your campaign, you can just click on remove. And by doing that, it'll leave it here in the organizer, but it'll actually remove it from the campaign itself. So if I were to come back to the campaign, it's now gone. Hopefully we'll have the refreshing working in future iterations, but as of right now, you just have to refresh the page and it'll be gone. So, but again, it's still here as part of the campaign. It's just not in the organizer. And again, I can drag it back in here and put it back on that character if I want to do that. You also, let's see. Yeah, I can also do other things, like I can attach the story onto that item as well if you wanted to do that. So there you go. If you haven't already, definitely check out the Kickstarter campaign. It is live between January 27th and February 27th. Right now, we just have the playtest going with only 5 of the content generators and 5 of the RPG tools, and then the campaign builder is in there as well. The full version is going to have at least 16 total modules, and the campaign builder will be much more extensive than it is right now. So thanks for checking out our video. Thanks for checking out the Kickstarter campaign. If you could share a link with your friends, that'd be oh so appreciated. And until the next one, happy gaming.